Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the AMX 13 F3 AM, the Tier 6 French SPG, located on the north spawn of El Halluf encounter. This one is under the command of talon1958, and it's his second submission, or is it his first? I think it's his first submission for the weekend's line. Well, this little Arty made from the AMX 13-ton tank is actually very light. It's not heavy at all. In fact, it's only 18.5 tons in weight, which means if it did get rammed by a light tank, it would actually probably come off as badly as the light tank would, even though it's got a huge, heavy howitzer mounted on top of it. Okay, well, Talon's decided to go to the aim. And aiming towards the hill in the middle of the map, going for the super chaffee rather. Guy's been hit several times and he's out the game. So unfortunately, he did all that work dialing in and didn't get a kill out of it. But the kill went to the Wolverine in the end. But he's actually got another idea. He was thinking about hitting that well-known position occupied by tank destroyers, the other side of the valley. But he's actually looking for targets of opportunity. And then he's gone to the northwest corner of the map. Well, he's dialing in on that corner because there's normally a heavy tank gets spotted, and the P-43 Biz is getting very close to that area. Oh, and he's changed his mind again. He's actually going all the way down to the other end of the map, where he's spotted an IKV-103 trying to creep up, aiming for the corner. Now, he's not going to be able to see that one until he's already on the move, and he's trying to get a shot in there, but unfortunately, one of our guys has gone down there. He might be able to get a shot in now. Rounds out. Oh, he got a splash for 25 hit points, and the target was killed, so he got the stun assist off it. So his first shot was effective. Now, he's only changing position slightly. It is a rather dangerous position to occupy on this map, mainly down to the fact that obviously he's much closer to the enemy. You can see now he's going for the Skoda T40 or the T1 Heavy. Trying to line it up. Rounds out. Here we go. Well, that looked like it actually hit something before it got to the T1 Heavy. But he got stun assist off all three shots on the T1 Heavy. Lots of action going on this corner. The T1's now one shot. He'll go down next shot by somebody. Yep. Okay, it looks like they might be able to, or he might be able to get shots on whoever's behind the T1, the KV-1S or the T150. Okay, so he's loaded, ready to go. Just needs those guys to come out from behind that wreck. Oh, and now we've got enemy coming in behind us. Rounds out. He hits the Striv. 280 hit points off that guy. And now he's actually in danger because, of course, the enemy is getting relatively close. Now, the way to deal with this is actually to move over to the other side of the battlefield. Or rather, not the other side, but... Oh! No, he didn't expect to meet that T-34 coming in that direction. But the way is actually to move further over to the east side of the map, up the hill, and shoot from there. That might give him a better angle on the cap area as well. Our teammate seems to be stopping the enemy from coming over the centre of the map, so at least that's something. But this is an encounter game, which means it's really all about that cap area, not them trying to seize our spawn area. And I think it's a little... Oh no, he's okay now because he's pulled back a bit. That rock outcropping in front of him might have caused problems. In fact, he does have a red line at the moment. Yeah, so he might be just too close to that rock. I thought he pulled back just enough to actually get a shot from there, but he can now. Yes, he's got a green line now. Okay, dialing in on 25 TP, which is fairly light on armor, only a 25-ton tank. He lines it up, rounds out, and yep, that worked. 192 hit points from that, with 4 tanks down on the enemy. And now we've got a T150 coming in where he was before, just around the corner. So he did make the right move to move over to this side. And unfortunately, our Fifi is too close to the enemy, even though he just fired that round in. Go for the kill. Yes! Right in the side of the Skoda. Unfortunately, we are going to lose our Fifi. He's down to his last few hit points. I think the T150 hit him. And I think he's about to get wiped out. There are two enemy Arty, and they're probably both lining up on him right now. As we can see, Talon is backing up. But I think our Fifi's about to die. And he has died. He went down to the 25 TP in the end. Okay, the 25 TP is now coming towards our cap area. Oh! Now that didn't work out well. And there's only two left on our team. The 5916, who's over the other side of the battlefield. And Talon's all alone over here now. He's backing away. His speed in reverse is only 14 kilometers an hour maximum normally. But he seems to be boosting that. And the enemy's getting rather close. I'd auto aim on that KV-1S or go to the aim and see if you can get a shot into the side. Okay, was spotted, so enemy RT might be about to shit around over. He is the last one alive now, and he's facing 9 enemy tanks, so yes, I'm not so confident he's going to win this one. But he might get a good shotgun right in the face of any enemy tank that comes over the rise. Okay. He's gone to the aim. Now, normally I wouldn't advise doing that. I advise staying out of aim so that you can react to any tank that comes over the edge, over the lip. You might have to aim very, very quickly. And well, he has been spotted again, and enemy shells are starting to come in. Here comes the KV-1S. He face hugs him, derps him in the face with a shotgun, but he will go down. Yep.
We're dead for. Everyone get out.
And in the end, it was the T-34 who got the kill. So here's the end of battle results, and I'm afraid, yes, this one was a defeat, and all that Talon managed to get was a bruiser medal out of it for his efforts. But he did get a win rate of 922. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he earned 760 hit points of damage, and he got 1 kill and 254 base XP. Not a huge amount, really. Look at it on the other team. We can see that the Skoda T40, the one he took out, got a Confederate in that game. So he did take out one of their important players, and that T150 there got a steel wall, whilst their KV-1S got a Confederate. But sadly, I'm afraid, yes, it was a loss, but he did come out on top on credits with 13,930 and 381 base XP. This was not the only replay he sent in. Let's have a look at his second attempt. The second replay is in the GW Panther, the Tier 7 German SPG, and he's on the defending spawn of Steppes Assault. 1 mark of excellence on the barrel, soon to be 2, I would think. If he keeps playing as he does, it won't be long. Now, I did say and suggest actually that Talon ought to try and actually have a go at different arties to see if he can get a good score. You know the rules of the contest. At the moment, it's that the highest mastery that you can get, and then it goes down to the medals. So if they both have second-class tankers, then it goes down to the medals. If they both have Confederates, then it goes down to the win 8. But if you get an ace tanker, that will win you the contest outright there and then. Okay. Angelina's won the last 2 contests, and oh, we got a wheelie coming towards us. Oh, direct hit! And he goes down. Talon picked up the stun assist off that one. That was a really good shot on a snapshot at that. He didn't have long to actually aim before the shell hit the target, and well, fantastic. Now going for an SU-130 PM. Lost sight of him. Fires it anyway. Shows how close the enemy are. Now, there are various firing positions you can actually use. You can stay near to the cap area, but it is kind of obvious to the enemy Arty that you might be here, because of course they'll see the tracer coming out from this area, and they'll use that to focus. Now, he's actually going for the T-32, rounds out. Direct hit! My gum, that was a good shot. He was lucky there. The shell went long, and it got a direct hit on the T-32, the Tier 8 American Heavy. Now, he's in a Tier 8 game with Tier 7 tanks, so every time he hits a Tier 8 tank, he's going to be earning 10% extra XP. Rounds out the T-29. That's a Tier 7, but he gets another direct hit right into the side and tracks the guy. Oh, and he's picking up stun assist as well. Changing position just slightly. Okay, we've got an FP4202 and an ELC M90 on the enemy team right down at the far end of the south end of the map. Rounds out the FB. He gets some stun, and he's getting stun assist. And more. And more. That was a good shot. It worked out that he picked up a huge amount of stun assist off that one. Over 600, in fact closer to 700, might be even 800 stun assists. Rounds out. Kill shot. He's got his first kill. Now it's a 15 centimeter howitzer capable of 600 alpha, penetrating 39 millimeters of armor. Standard reload is 25.89 seconds, and Talon's reload time is 20.36. He's found the enemy Arty, yes! 2 Arty on either team. The enemy team's got 2 GW Panthers. He's found one of them, rounds out. Looks good. 142 splash. Now he's looking down the far end of the south end of the map. Got a T-29 there. Can he get a shot? Well, there's another of the Artys. In fact, that's the other one. The one that he couldn't see the first time round. And he's going for a direct hit if he can. Fully dialed in. Rounds out. And he gets it. 260 hit points. Yeah, that guy's not happy. And he's moving now because he doesn't want to get hit again. Okay, so we know where the enemy Arty is. In fact, the enemy tanks are now being pushed back on both flanks. He's looking round. Found the ELC M90. But he's in a bit of a dip. We will have difficulty trying to get a shot in there. A Leo was seen over in the corner. He might be behind those bushes, just up to our left there. Firing at the ELC. Nope, landed short. It's so difficult to get around in that area. Just changing position slightly. Now, he could go to the north, and yes, he is thinking about that right now. Got a KV-3 up there. There he is, using the wreck for cover. That SU-130PM didn't last very long, and looks like our teammate just hit that KV-3. And so is Talon. The other Arty on our team, by the way, is an M12. He has slightly less ammo than the GW, which of course has 30 rounds of ammunition. Okay, only 20 rounds of ammunition for the M12. Well, we saw Tracer coming out from this area, and we know that the enemy Arty are located in that corner. I think for the moment he's thinking about trying to get a counter battery. Oh, just saw it. Just saw the Tracer. I think it's a little further over though. No, I think actually he hasn't got it quite right there. If you look on the minimap, you can see where the GW was last spotted. And I get the feeling he's in the same general spot. Okay, meanwhile, it's going back to the north end of the map, and we've got a Tiger 2 this time. See if we can get around into the side of him. Round south. Looks good. Yes, direct hit. In fact, both parties hit him at the same time. Quick back up to change position. Now we can see, is that the T-32? You can see where the impacts of the HE rounds have actually landed. Rounds out. Just landed in front of him. We're doing quite well at the moment because we're 2 tanks up on the enemy. He's loaded, ready to go, rounds out. And he tracks the T-32, and he's getting stun assist off that one as well. Already up to 1,605 stun assist. There's only 3 minutes left in the game. It's a 10-minute game, remember? Assault game. Okay, he's a one-shot now. And he's gone. So, Talon has to find a new target. Okay, we're getting a request to fire at the Tiger 2, and Talon's responding. He's indicated the target, and he's now dialing in. I think he's just about there. Well, that's splash for 136, and the enemy RT have been spotted. And yes, they were very close to where they were last seen. That GW is very defensive against our T-34-100, who absolutely dupes him, but he gets killed anyway. And there's the other RT trying to come in, trying to defend him, his teammate. Ramps out. Stuns him, and we get the stun assist. So they are doing well with 2 minutes coming up. There's the 2-minute warning, and there was somebody in the bushes behind that lookout area. It's not the Leo though. The Leo has gone down to the corner, and we've got a Super Hellcat in the bushes. Meanwhile, the enemy tanks are falling. He's looking to the south, trying to get a decent shot in somewhere. He's already got 2,000 hit points of stun assist. And the enemy just lost their Tiger 2 in the north. And they're now down to just 5 tanks left. Of course, we're looking in that general area, and well, one of our teammates just died to their Chi-2. One of the new Japanese tank destroyers. Somewhere over in that area. Last few seconds of the game ticking away. There might still be a Super Hellcat sitting up there behind that bush, and I think that's where he's going to fire this round in. Rounds out. Well, if he was there, he's suffering, and our Steel Waffenträger's going in to have a quick look. I have the feeling we did hit the Super Hellcat, at least splashed him. In the meantime, we've got the Japanese tank destroyers being torn apart. Yep. And now we're looking... Oh, the Leo's gone down. So now that means there is just that Super Hellcat down in the south. And up here we've got the SU-130PM. He's trying to dial in as fast as he can. Ready to go. Oh! Unfortunately, that's his last shot. And the game is over. It's a victory. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game from talon1958 in the GW Panther, which means he wins the weekend line because it's the first ace to come from Angelina or Talon in a couple of weeks. Anyway, he managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 13, and he also got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. In fact, he did hit a lot of enemy tanks. And his win rate from that one, 2,674, which is Unicum standard. Very well done indeed. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he got the 4th highest damage on his team, but not the 4th highest damage overall. In fact, he was 6th on damage overall. The T-32 got the highest damage in the game, picked up a high caliber for 3,306 hit points. The 2nd highest damage turned out to be the Shrek with 2,480, and the 3rd highest was the Progetto, 2,386. Those Japanese tank destroyers claimed the spots for the 4th and 5th highest damage in the game. When it came to kills, it was the Shrek who managed to get 3 kills. 2 kills went to the T-32, Steel Waffenträger, T-34-100, and of course the Chi-2s on the enemy team. I think it was at the Chi-2s, the Japanese tank destroyers, the Super Hellcat, and their GW Panther. And when it came to base XP, he's in 2nd place because the T-32 managed 1,175 and Talon managed 1,138. They were the only two players who managed to get over 1,000 base in the game. He fired 18 rounds, got 7 direct hits, no penetration but 18 splash. Damage of 2,002 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. The difference was 10 and 1, so he easily scored that Confederate. No damage, no problem about that. And he got 2,263 hit points of stun assist off 16 stuns. He took away 97,825 credits profit from that one. He got a mission completion. And he also took away 3,414 experience points as well. So it was a very good win, a solid win. And yes, that means that Angelina will be getting up early on Sunday morning to look after Remy. Meanwhile, Talon's put in an order for an iced coffee sometime in the morning when he gets up. So yes, for the first time in a couple of weeks, he actually gets a lion. I'm sure he's going to enjoy it. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.